say write it down. Date, time, and hours. Noted in a book.
Wait on me.
Wait on me, we're going to hit them too. So we're going to see if God told you truly. Because first thing we ask you, did you write it down?
What language he speak to you?
And what language did he speak to you in?
Because you know all of them.
Right. You know, I'm going to write it down next time. No, ain't no next time. We can see in Scripture where the Most High told the king in 1 Kings that get your business in order. I'm giving you 30 days to live. Then I'm coming to get you. They had to pray for that brother. And he stayed around another 15 years. He was alive. So if God talked to you, how you know? Like these people that talk about Pentecost, I spoke in tongues. I don't know what I said. Only God knows. How you know he didn't say you to get ready? Watch the land for you to pick it up. Let's get it, y'all. We're going to start. And just want to hit that Jeremiah 51. Start about verse 6 it is. Right about there. Because what we're talking about is them using certain things to get to a point to make it seem physical. But this is the deal. What if we gonna we started one matter. What we gonna understand is that when the Most High do something, when he does remnant is after you've been through a cleansing process, not before. So what we're gonna do is when the Most High, since he's a just God, how do you leave somebody behind that's a sinner because they in jail or they on papers? Can't get a passport when you on papers. If you lock down and you're locked down illegally, maybe some prosecutors done trumped up some charges, falsified some evidence, you in there locked down, and if it says deliver yourself, who you gonna go talk to? The warden? You been telling them I'm in. Right. So do we leave them behind? Ain't never happened in Israel's history. The king of the nation always get the message. Let my people go. All of them. And I'm going to try them. I'm going to be their judge. They're going through a court system with me. And then we go into the promised land. Also, we're going to show what wilderness. If you look up every definition of wilderness in the Bible, about 200 of them. Not one of them says it's a place of fruitful being, so to speak. It's always a place of desolation, barren, thorns, and then you go into transformation into a promised land. Because we know the Garden of Eden came out of Genesis 1:1, which the world had been destroyed before a flood, before Noah's flood. That was a wilderness. We'll read Jeremiah 4:23. Tell you no man was saved alive in that flood. That was a wilderness, void and burned. And then we got the Garden of Eden, which is promised land. So we'll get to this, y'all. We're going to break all that down. And we're going to get some clear understanding today that where if you want to just pack your suitcase and head off to somewhere where it's going to be worldwide turmoil, it's nuclear bombs on the first corners of the earth. And everybody got their hand on the button. Let's get down with this now.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. Thus saith the Most High, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon famines that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth up himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men. Destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets.
So we're talking about Babylon. Now we're talking about, Christ said in Matthew 24, go to the book of Daniel to understand it. The only Babylon that we have to deal with now is the Babylon of these 10 toes. This is a united front. 10 power head nations, and ain't none of them include nobody that look like me and you. This is Babylon. Babylon just ain't America. America is a thumb of Babylon. They may be the palm, they may be the biggest force of it, but Babylon is Europe. Babylon is Russia, because all you got to do is look at the G20. and you see what Babylon is. So when you flee this Babylon and run to another Babylon, you run into the same place. It's like if a man ran into a bear and barely got away, the bear just scratched across his rear end, and then he run into a lion, hungry, ain't ate in 2 weeks.
You still pray.
You still pray. Let's read some more.
Verse 5. For Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Now the key words in here, what seems to get missed, is to deliver your soul. Now, that's going beneath the flesh. Because the soul is what Christ says, I have power over to throw in the lake of fire or bring you into righteousness. This says deliver your soul. So what we're talking about is how do one deliver his soul, but to get righteousness within him first. And you're fleeing out of the midst of Babylon. What is the midst of it? See, these are hard questions you want to understand. So it's talking about the center point or the base of it. You're in this world like Christ spoke of, but you don't be not of. You got to be in this world. This whole kingdom is saved. When he took Christ up on the mountain, he said, I own all these kingdoms and the future one. Your daddy gave them to me. Bow down and worship me, and I'll let you control it. Christ said, you knew when you were I knew you was crazy when I used to see you up in the heavens. Oh, Mike throwed you out there. Now you really done lost your mind. So we understand that if he's controlling the world, where you going to run to that's a safety zone? We're going to get into the safety zone, but we're talking about deliver your soul. When we was in Egypt, we were told to deliver our soul. How? Put blood on your doorpost. That was a soul deliverer. Guess what? Who did put blood on their doorpost? What happened?
I got basically a witness to what you're saying. 2 Corinthians 6, verse 17. It says, wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty.
See, what we're talking about is like Job, like Lot in Sodom and Gomorrah, surrounded by wickedness all around him, but yet he kept himself. He had fled from the wickedness. He said he eschewed evil. It's wrong. Every time they ask him something, Job, you want this midget? No. Lot, you want this over here? You want to partake of this? No, I don't get down like that. The God of our father said, oh, that nigga go again. That was my The same way with these orders coming down now about gay marriage and different things. We got to separate. We can't never get involved with that. Let's go ahead, brother. You got something else now?
Tom, to just add on to that, what Maccabee just said is Revelation chapter 18, verse 3 and 4. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Right.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plague.
Break that off, boy. What that saying? Break that off for us, yeah.
Break it off for us, yeah. Basically, is a second witness. Are we talking, is it a spiritual flee, or is it a physical flee?
Right.
Just come out of her iniquity, and the Most High go deliver.
Absolutely. And see, what we're saying now is what he just expressed. Also is that it says all nations of kings have drunk of our fornication. Mm-hmm. Once you get in the bed with her, you a bedfellow. You don't break it off. Who she been in the bed with?
Everybody.
Pakistan, Japan,
Iraq,
South Korea, Iraq, controls Iraq now, Britain, all of these. So these are bedfellows. You think you're going to eat off of her delicacies and then now all of a sudden you don't want to eat off the Africa no more? No. Don't play like that. Right. No, it's what they do. They arm you like they armed Saddam to be at war with Iran, with the Shah Iran, and then they come back and de-arm you like they did Saddam. Oh,
He
we need to get them weapons out of his hands. He talking noise against us. And they showed us on YouTube publicly hanging them after they dug them out of a hole in the ground. Let's get some more of this matter. We're going now to Zechariah chapter 2. And y'all, what we want to do is show y'all the same script that they are using, but are not looking at key words. You can't deliver your soul. Who has power over your soul but the Most High? Huh? He said, don't fear he that can destroy the body, but what? He that can destroy the soul. So if Satan can't destroy the body, what you running for? We're talking about a soul destroyed, and the only one got that power is the Most High.
Word. Word.
Zechariah chapter 2.
How about hell table of contents?
Zechariah chapter 2.
Second witness backing it up.
Zechariah chapter 2 with verse 6.
Yeah.
Verse 6.
Oh.
Are you singing?
Yeah. I thought y'all look for Santa Claus to show them that. I ain't getting no presents. I heard ho.
And it's a whole lot shorter than Santa's.
Let's get it.
Verse 6. Ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord.
Now we got a problem right here. What's the land of the north?
North America.
Is it North America?